It is right now 3 in the morning, August 20th, as I am late to the ReZero reactions as usual. But guess what? Apparently this shit got like a 9.9 out of 10. That's how amazing the episode was. Now, there is an agenda happening, and basically every episode is getting brigaded to like a 10 out of 10. So was it really peak? It's time to find out. Last episode, I think, was a wonderful way to come back. A lot of people felt like nothing happened. In my opinion, bro, we got a lot of payoff, whether it be the matey stuff, right? Correcting her and realizing that she was just a kid, LARPing, you know, mirroring the only, you know, like adult that she had in her life, which is Elsa, right? All of that was bullshit. You realize that she's an insecure child and why she was crashing out at Subaru. Now that we're going to be proper role models for matey, you know, I think she can be reformed. I wonder exactly who she's gonna copy. It'd be funny if her entire speech pattern just changed to like Byakuya and say Kashira at the end. Or even like Amelia and say Sugoku. Or even be a little bit of a fucking tsundere bitch like REM. I feel like if she copied everyone's little quirks, that would be hilarious to me. REM. Dominated. A tsundere. What do you do against a tsundere? We kind of saw we kind of saw a bit of this against Priscilla too, right? When you are against these super aggro tsundere dominant girls, do you simp and grovel and lick their feet? Hell no. Priscilla will kill your entire legacy, your entire lineage. You gotta match their energy, fucking flip it against them and show them, I got this. And they're like, not bad. It's a stereotype, but I think that it's kind of real. That's kind of where we're at right now. Julius needs to beat Raid. We need to go read the Book of the Dead for Raid to see exactly what happened. Let's see what happens today. Oh, also, today's episode is at 29-minute, you know, cinema, right? We're going back to the old days when every episode is like opening skipped, ending skipped, extra duration. Kashira. It'd be hilarious if he died of something stupid like he died having sex. He was an old man and he was still getting it with them, you know, baddies, and his old heart couldn't take it anymore and he nut and that was the end. And we're gonna see that and we're gonna be like, we learned fucking nothing here. And then we realize Julius needs to cross-dress with Subaru and pass the test together. Thank you, Sentinel Slice, for the 2 months. We've seen the Subaru cross-dressing. We've seen fan art of Julius and Subaru cross-dressing. I think that Raid would be like, oh man, you're a man, but passable. Okay, I'll deal with this. Shala, matey, so cute. No one says shenanigans anymore. This is the boomer speech that Amelia has because she's an ancient being and Subaru is saying, oh my god, who the fuck talks like that? And now it's like a thing that Amelia is fond of because it reminds her of the old self, you know? Back to the old days. If it's not, I'm gonna crash out. If he's not dead. What? But he's here right now as like a NPC. I don't even know how he's here actually. It's just like the watchtower's design and I just assume it's a kid in his magic. You're a spirit though. You're an artificial spirit. Raid is a human, right? For sure. Yeah. Amelia's age is also still very like obscured. I don't know if the true number came out, but I remember back during like season 1 and 2 and watching, you know, memories of the Bond movie, right? The both movies. Like, what do we call it? Did we say it was like 140 something? It's definitely over 100 though. Energetic. Yeah. I thought he couldn't leave though. If we think about the finale, remember how he got out? We don't know. But he said some sort of structure is gone. Some sort of rule of the tower is gone. Remember? Sure. Let's go read. Let's go read Raid. Matey always getting a piggyback.
どうした？
打開策もない。君の発案が有効であることは認めよう。
でも思うと
私自身の問題だろう。気にしないでほしい。
Okay. Got the drama, you know, is the whole night stuff and identity issues. Subaru doesn't even know anything. I don't know how he's gonna solve this one.
ないでほしい。
ラム任せていいか？
Oh. Okay, LARP time.
私に話とは。
About last night, bro. Cock angle. Yeah, I see the nightly bulge.
スバル、君は。
Actually intend to
悪い
be.
な。お前のへっこんだ心を立て直すべきなんだと思う。
He's not locked in.
けど俺たちにはリュース。
Is your mind in it? To win it?
これはそれ。これはこれだ。
は。
That's a good line. I love that one. That's an old reference too back in the day where it's like, it is what it is. You know, I'm a hypocrite. That was that back in the day, but now I've
これは
changed.
それ。これはこれだ。
Yeah, that's a callback.
お前が俺を見てギクシャクした。多分お前になんかやらかしたんだ。
On the rooftop.
けどそれは今の俺とは関係ねえ。中でお前が一番強い。
Aww.
だから
Actually, I think Amelia's stronger. Thank you, BD. 422 for the 8 months. I appreciate you, man. Is Yulia's actually the strongest in our party? I think Amelia is. I think Amelia's insanely cracked right now. I think that she could beat Yulia so easily, but am I underestimating the Spirit Knight? Like, even with the spirits, could he really beat Amelia?
俺たちのパーティーの中でお前が一番強い。だからうまく攻略本が見かせることになる。
Okay.
私はすでに2度彼に負けている。
知ってる。次は勝ってくれ。
Yep.
俺は決着を見てね。昨日までの気はお前がレイドに負けたところなんか一回も知らねえ。
That's right.
お前に
Finale stuff.
足りないのは勝ち気だ。負けん気だよ。勇気はレイドアストレオ。俺はお前に任せる。
Great
あの
coach.
一番厄介な敵をお前が。
It's in there this entire
昨日
time.
までの記憶をなくした君がどうして私にそうまで期待できる。
I'm LARPing. I'm just making shit up. Just go with
どう
it.
して私にそうまで期待できる。
それはその
Even if I've lost my memories, the me that's been with you, deep within, is crying out, "You can do this, Ulises." Okay.
お前の全部が俺にそう期待させる。
Wow.
そうか、思わせたのだね。
The nightly way.
世界に忘れ。
And honestly, even like the outlet, that's like a good line where we're kind of like giving him a little bit of something. You know how we were constantly trying to get him to be different? And he was holding on to the nightly image. And that nightly image is a thing that is giving Subaru a reason to believe in Julius. And he's like taking it as like, oh, yeah, you're right. My outward appearance. I am the chivalrous knight after
映
all.
画、そう思わせたのだね。
The foremost knight.
世界に忘れられ、主の存在を私がこれまで培ってきた全てが失われたわけではない。
賢くまとまってな。
You just know Julius is the fucking, you know, underdog of his own story. And of course he is. But the way that he described it, it sounds like he's wrote like fan fiction in his own head. He's actually thought of like, I am forgotten by everybody. Misunderstood. I'm still here fighting.
世界に忘れられ、主の存在を確かめられず、
Yeah.
そんな状態にあっても、私が そう言いたいのだね。
そこまで賢くまとまってなかったけどな。少しは前。
君の言葉は具体性に乏しい精神論だ。
お前
He's so right about that. Well, you haven't really given me any actual step-by-step process of how to solve the problem. And all you've done is just say things that sounds nice to me, but now I believe in myself, so thank you.
君の言葉は具体性に乏しい精神論だ。
お前な。
それはそれ、これはこれだ。
That line coming back. Subaru using his old techniques, old lines. That again, even with his memory wipe, these are old Subaru stuff saying it back from Earth. It's working right now. It truly shows you that like, yeah, it would have worked with the memories or without the memories. I can't believe he just LARPed his way out of this. What the hell? We really just pretended to know him. Maybe this was the only way to solve this. Because of the previous interactions, because of who Subaru was and the drama happened between, maybe they could have seen eye to eye. Maybe that Subaru could have never approached a situation like this. The memory loss truly giving a blank state. That was then, and this is now. I've never actually seen you lose because I am a brand new one. And now he's like, and he was also pandering towards the, you know, the foremost knight aesthetics. That's good. The mentality is fixed. Now, doesn't mean we're gonna get a solution. It'd be hilarious if the next scene is Yuli's just getting fucked up by Raid right now. That'd be fucked up. Like, again, things are looking good. I just wonder, what are we gonna do now that the mentality's been checked?
それはそれ、これはこれだ。
Okay.
マル見て、レイドの本が見つかったの。
Yeah, already?
マジで
Good job, matey.
別にただたまたま目についた本だったってだけよ。
Good girl. Give her a head pat. Good girl. Her speech pattern too is so changed. Again, now she actually feels like a kid. Rather than that girl LARPing like Elsa, trying to be all cool and mysterious.
別にただたまたま目についた本だったってだけよ。
バカ言え
Yeah, take some credit.
偉いぞメイリー
Erai.
のが偶然
Was it a coincidence though? Was it a coincidence though? I find that weird that the book just showed up like that. There's gotta be more to it.
いえ見つかったのが偶然ってんなら
残念ながらと
It
いうこ
just
とだね。
works the way it does, bro.
探せるなら探してやりたい本もあっ
ま
Maybe's
さ
book?
か
Elsa's book?
言っただろは抜かない
Okay. I think it's implying either Elsa or parents' book, right? And Matey was acting tough, acting like, no, I don't care about them.
レイドの本はまだ誰も見てないってことでいいんだな
Not yet.
当然でしょ。うっかり早まったま
あまだすっぽ抜けの原因が本で確定ってわけじゃないからな
Maybe a part of it. I still think it's gluttony. We talking about memory loss. Who else is it other than gluttony? But it'd be really cool if there was an extra component about this in Library of the Dead that adds on extra features and mechanics on top of
原
that.
因が本で確定ってわけじゃないからなすげえ俺が一番マシだと
Of course. Oh, Kashira.
俺たちはチームだみんなが全員のために何かしらの役を担当エキドナが知識人担当ラムが毒舌担当でメイリー
Yeah,
シャ
yeah.
ウラがグラビアシーン担当で
Most of these roles are just fucking memes. She's so proud of the fan service.
シャウラがグラビアシーン担当で
Yeah.
エミリアちゃんが美少女ヒロインだろ
All right,
なんだ
Captain.
かへんてこな役職がすごく多かったのためなら
I'll
足
be the fan service.
いや
Oh, I thought she actually would have went naked there for a second. Jesus Christ, only the cape came off.
ためなら足
いやそれ以上の
はしごを外されたさ
That's kind of fucked up. Should have hyped her up a little bit more, man. Imagine the shame she must have felt after stripping like that, and everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
はしご
This unironically reminds me of the Natsuki Subaru pose. She should have done that pose like this.
はしごを外されたさ
Also, I'm surprised he hasn't done that pose just yet. Bro, old Subaru used to spam that pose, you know? I love that pose, and now that pose has been kind of immortalized into like a heroic pose, you know? Instead of being a cringe, you know, like a chuny pose. I wish he would have done it more. Oh yeah, he did that one time when he came back with the memory loss, but I want to do it like, I want some now, man.
はしごを外されたさ
てなわけでみんな俺が読む
Cute color-coded subs here. You can only read the book if you know the person, right? Do we know Raid? Kinda. We talked to him a bit. Yeah, kinda, yeah.
って約束したら
He'll break that
スバル
promise.
は破るから約束しないけど
That's crazy. Emilia's actually been conditioned ever since season 2 and even season 1 that this motherfucker is gonna break promise. Subaru breaking promise is like a very important theme baked into this character.
って約束したら
Nah.
スバルは破るから約束しないけど
He'd break it for a good
俺の
reason
記憶
though.
がと説教してやってくれ
そんなら
Foreshadowing? Whoa.
分かってるよお前は優しいからな
Raid Austria. Also, another thing is, somebody asked a very interesting question. If Subaru lives through the lives of these people and their memories, does he actually spend that time one-to-one? If he did, I think he would get even more mind-fucked. Like, is he actually spending a one-to-one real lifetime? Like, a person is 100 years old, you're gonna spend 100 years there. I find that kind of ridiculous. Because I feel like if that happened, then there would be another really interesting angle to approach the psychological trauma and the horror of the show, as Natsuki Subaru is unable to realize who's even interacting with anymore, as he's completely just like been immersed into that character for that many years. I thought it was like different time, where like the amount of time spent there is you're experiencing everything, yet it is like faster time that's concise. I don't know. Let's go.
じゃあ行ってくる。君ご飯食べてていいよ。
Okay, cool guy.
バカ。
Some really cute Emilia and Subaru scenes today. I think she's like, ah, there's that corny shit. He's acting tough. He's gonna do it.
食べてていいよ。
Okay.
バカ。
Let's go. Ominous sounds. Gluttony domain. The scene that we see in the opening as well as the end of season 3 as Rui is changing and shattering the screen. What is this? This is a new one? Hello! I don't think we've ever seen a scene like this when reading the book, or maybe it's just been skipped and it's always been happening.
ここがレイドの記憶。
Is it though?
あらら。
Again. Rui!
ここはどっちから聞けばいい？
欲張り。
Of course they would show the feet. Lolly feet fan service, man. Subaru is Lolly master. I think I think that his like nature, it beats all lollies, so I think we can beat Rui easily.
欲張りだな、お兄さん。でも嫌いじゃないよ。
She talks like a baby.
ここは寂しく白い。魂の終着地。記憶の回廊。
Old Lagna mentioned again. Remember, Old Lagna is like this omnipotent, mysterious entity that is like magic and mana itself, that like distributes blessings and stuff, right? Whoa, wait.
欲張りな人が大好き
We
だ
are
から
in
さ。
there. Final resting place of
魂の
souls.
終着地点。オドラグナのゆりか。
The cradle of Old Lagna, and that's one node. That is one single, it's like an entire neural network. It's like a brain, you know, and this is simply one strand there. Final resting place of souls sounds like the afterlife. Like, I don't know, this isn't even like purgatory because you're saying it's the final resting place. It sounds like this is the end.
ここは寂しく白い。魂の終着地点。記
The
憶
cradle,
の回廊。
hall of memories. Cool transitions.
そうそう。記憶の回廊。そして私たちは。
We again.
ルイアルネブ。
Man, it's been a long time since we've heard, you know, the Archbishop introductions.
滞在司教。暴食担当。
We,
ルイアルネブ。
yeah.
だけど、よろしくね、お兄さん。
Hello. So, again. We meet again. Probably not in the cradle. This is probably the events that happened before of when Subaru lost the memories. Arnib is also an interesting last name. I think every one of them, like Bat and Kaito, they all have different last names. How are these children becoming archbishops though? What kind of life do they live to be like this? Like, this is fucked up. And I wonder, like, if we've done this every time. Like, every time we go into, like, a book. Have we actually ever read a book after being taken by gluttony? The matey stuff, right? Yet we seem to have skipped this part. Maybe it was just cut out and we didn't see it. I don't know.
大司教、暴食担当。 ルイ・アルネブ
Okay.
だけどよろしくねお兄さん
Haunting baby voice.
魔女教とか滞在司教ってなんじゃらほい。
No, that was good. That was good. He's playing the ignorant card and he doesn't really know and he's like, the fuck is this shit? Trying to act tough.
魔女教とか
Yeah,
滞
don't be
在司教
scared.
ってなんじゃらほい。
さあ
Yeah.
この世界の嫌われ者の集ま
The
りだ
entire
よ
world hates
確かにお前も悪党か。
a little girl like
そん
you?
な風にイタイケな女の子をいじめないでよ傷つくんだよ
私たちだの私たちだの安定しね。
Two different saying of we. Okay.
ああ気にしなくていいよちょっと自我が多すぎるだけなんだでも仕方ない
They actually struggle with all the different swapping and the memories. I wonder if they would ever like brain overload. Maybe that's the solution to beating gluttony at the end of the day. Is to cause like such an overload of the different memories as their context shifting too much.
手が主体になるかふわふわしてるだけなんだでも仕方ないよね様からの贈り物なんだしちゃんともらってあげなきゃ
Oni-chan and Nisama. Aren't they both way of saying big bro? Right? We're thinking about the other two gluttonies that we saw in season 3. What's the difference between Oni-chan? One is like, yeah, I guess like one of them, I don't who knows if it's a lie or not. I think she has like a more respectful tone towards like, you know, like one of the big bros.
ちゃんと兄様からの贈り物なんだしちゃんともらってあげなきゃ妹
可愛い妹だな。
Yeah, what a good sister.
俺は一人っ子だから。
にも弟か妹ができてる
Damn! Oh, you diabolical bitch. You really doing this right now? Think about your parents. They still think you are not coming home, and they're sad every day at home while you spend your life you're flirting with that elf girl. Think about your mom. Think about dude, the instigation.
今頃お兄さんにも弟か妹ができてるかもしれない
That's kind of what happened to Liliana. You remember Liliana, bro? The backstory was tragic and cute and funny. She literally left home. She said, fuck it, I'm tired of fucking performing on the streets. And the mom's like, bet, I'll get another kid, fuck you. And then she's walking homeless with a paper bag on her face as she sees the little fucking sibling. That was fucked.
今頃お兄さんにも弟
言わないでくれる？想像したくねえよ。
That'd be
わか
crazy.
るよお兄さん
Oh.
でしょ
Don't buy it, don't buy it,
別れ
ignore
の
it.
一つも言えないで
Oh,
後悔してる
oh, this is psychological torture. What kind of torture would you rather have? You know, the shit that people just cutting your arms off and stuff, or like this type of mental torture. The whole dialogue has been very interesting as she shows herself as like an innocent little girl, yet the vitriol coming out, the venom, man. This is some insane mental warfare.
お別れの一つも言えないでなんて親不幸な息子などうしてわかるのかってわかるに決まってるじゃない
Could we hate you?
さんのことわかってる
Exactly.
人間なんて一人もいないんだから
Haunting, actually fucking haunting voice acting, man. Anyone that they consume, remember they have access to
私
everything.
たちほどお兄さんのことわかってる人間なんて一人
Should have backhanded like Byaku too, man. Oh!
私たちは
Fuck was the eye?
私たちはただお兄さんに安心して
Why is she picking at her skin like a crackhead on the streets?
ほしい
何なんだ。何が言いたい？オードラグナのケツまでわからねえことばっか並べやがって。
Oh! Stop!
早い話ここは魂がこさ
This is the shit that he was scratching before, but I thought he's just repeating it? Like we've seen him scratch his arm like that back in part 1 too.
オードラグナのゆりかごだの、記憶の回廊だの、頭からケツまでわからねえ。
No, we've seen him kind of scratch before, right? I swear to God. Or maybe it was that just a cut in his arms. Anyway, she's like mimicking
記
him.
憶の回廊だの、頭からケツまでわからねえことばっか並べやがって。
Oh.
そうだね早い話 ここは魂がこされる場所だよ。
To
一度
where?
使った雑巾は洗って干したらまた使うでしょ。
Yeah.
魂もしてまた綺麗な状態で再利用する。
その
Reincarnation?
こびりついた汚れ。
その方がわかりやすいならそれでいいんじゃない？
Sure?
お兄さん。
経験を。
I thought it was like a graveyard, but it is the filtering. Souls gets cleansed. Memories built up filters washed away and they're recycled in a clean state. And considering the nature of gluttony, I guess this is like a buffet for them. They themselves are the filtering. Right? I don't know if this is her. Like, I would imagine Old Lagna doesn't need to rely on a fucking archbishop for this filtering process. I would imagine there is a built-in filtering system. But if not, and her being that role, this is an actual buffet for them. Huh. Yeah, memories, names, everything. Whose experience do you think this is where she brings out the tongue to seem scary? It's kind of funny when she does this. She gets the freaky tongue out. Yeah. Hall of Memories. It's you! Was it the trigger? I don't know. Was that the trigger? I don't know. Anyways, this part shouldn't be that shocking, right? If you've been tapped into ReZero and have been really trying to understand a story, the gluttony being, eating, Subaru's memory should have been very obvious. And if you've been aware of like this character and like this background drop, right, from season 3 as well as the opening, and even in the trailers too, like they show Rui as like, there's like a reflection of REM too, right? Anyways, they're like spawn camping here. A part of me kind of wishes that Rui is actually part of the system of Old Lagna to filter up memories. I don't know, something about like Old Lagna needing to rely on the sin of Archbishop sounds more cool than they're just simply hijacking and eating memories and names for no reason. In a way, then, is Rui kind of like a tragic character too? Like the same way that Byakuya was like stuck in the library just waiting. Like, I don't know, it feels like she has a lot of freedom to just take over people's bodies and do whatever the fuck they want, right? But I wonder if it's also kind of tragic that this is her entire life. I'm sure she enjoys it, but like, you're just here going crazy as you're consuming and filtering these names and memories, and you're like losing control of like who you are. Like, she has no sense of self. Here we go. Also, we now know what it looks like when somebody's reading a book like that. Maybe we've seen this before, but eyes are open and he just hunched over. He's not flipping through the pages, he just like that. Hello? Something about this is funny. Julius is like, alright. Okay, Kashira. It's the Horde of Mob Beast, right? Are those birds? There's a lot of Hungry Horse Kings. Like, we've seen multiple of Hungry Horse Kings before, but goddamn, that's a lot. What happened? This feels like when Subaru leaks that he has returned by death, the witches sent spikes, and everyone is in a berserk state. And basically, just provoke. That's what it kind of feels like, but that's not really what's going on. What did Rui do? Maybe should be helping out, man. Oh my god, the worms are here too. Alright, Guardian, let's see it. Oh! Unlimited Blade works. Oh, now we get him some fucking cinema, baby. Oh, the tower shot circulating. The CG looks nice. Great shots. Nice storyboarding. 360. The explosions look great too. We getting some Sakuga. The forest spirit. I see what you did there. Yeah, I see. Lie? Oh my god, they're here. Ne-sama? Are you LARPing as REM right now? Is this REM? Here we go. Okay, how did they get in though? Where are they coming from? How did Rui even enter? Were they always here? Well, it feels like the older siblings just got here. But Rui, it feels like she's always been here. Pandora probably helping somehow. I also kind of talked about how, because Rem was already eaten, that they can simply phase in. Because REM is like, again, I think I talked about an analysis of like a reference of like a virus. Once you've been contaminated, once you've been infected, they can context shift in and out without them physically being able to be there. Just when Subaru was reading the book too, man. What a time. They really fucking baited this. Like, there's no way this is a coincidence, right? This has to be carefully planned such that when Subaru was AFK, they would attack. Oh! Another thing I should have realized was, before Subaru lost his memories, what was going on? He was having an argument with Julius. He came down, had a conversation with Ram. He said he figured out a plan. He was most likely going to the library to read Raid's book, right? That's what we think was going on. And now it kind of makes sense how, like, he would have visited this place again, right? For sure, that first round, trying to read Raid's book, he got his memory deleted in this space, right? So then you'd have to really ask, why are we going here every time we get to Raid's memories? Like, what's up with that? Nobody else, you end up at the Hall of Memories. What's the difference? Because he's like an ancient hero whose lore is too important. His soul is treated differently. He has like a special rule, maybe. Maybe the people of like the Echidna party back at the heroes party with like Satala Flugel, the Lugunican Royal and Hoshin, maybe all of their memories and books, it's like not allowed for some reason. I don't know, it's like a special feature where you try to do something, you end up at the Hall of Memories. Why though? Why? Couple times. She knows. Push her away again. Damn. Satala doesn't hear it. Subaru is probably thinking, dude, if I tell you this shit, bro, an invisible hand's gonna come in here and tickle my fucking balls. Are you sure about this? The entire soundtrack in this place is so good. The way that the Hall of Memory is also constructed, I think, really provides this like omnipotent realm of the Old Lagna. Like the ground too, the way that it's like rippling as we're walking, cool CG. Just like I think the environment setting, like everything that I imagined Old Lagna to be, like I think this is nailing it. And this is simply a cradle of Old Lagna too, right? It's like it's simply one part of it. It's our little secret. I can return my death. Anyone kept count? 5? 6, 7? If it's actually 6, 7, I'm gonna crash out. Is it 5? Is it 5? Okay, it's 5. She's hitting off on it. Jump on him. Crush his balls. Oh my god, she might actually crush his balls, bro. What is going on? She's actually a fan. She actually loves it. I admire how amazing you are. Because he just keeps running it down mid and suffering and suffering. She loves this shit. She's an actual fan. Goodness. Oh my goodness. You saying this shit when you're sitting on top of him like that? Okay, okay. Byaku will be ashamed. How dare you? It's like a human desire. No. Sexual desire is lust. It is fundamentally different. You're talking about just like beastly animal needs. We're hungry, we need to eat. But a human being can control his desires and decide to starve or decide to not fall into lust. How are you gonna say Yamato and get on top of her afterwards, bro? I wish that she licked his eyes. It would have been Betsurugi's flashback. Remember when Betsurugi's fucking licked his eyeball? Oh my god. Oh my god. What are you gonna do? Yeah. I'll do it! I've done it before. I've killed Maid before. It wasn't really him doing it though, was it? I never thought about that. Oh my god. That may happen. I don't know, maybe the memories will merge, but like I never thought about that. Whoa. Whoa. And if he does it, despite knowing he will vanish and lose all the relationship and the memories that he's bonded with in the last couple of days, that is true selfless shit. No, I'm getting chills thinking about this. This is the season 1 episode, was it 17? I forget. It was the episode where I cried for his sacrifice after beating the fingers, but he was the last finger. It's gonna be a moment like that. That's when that kind of writing I fucking love. There's some romance about like the selfless hero that everyone will not remember, but like you still did it. Oh my god, I hope it merges. She asking good questions. She said that again. She said that again. That's what we heard when we were falling down. Remember that death? Yeah. She's cooking. Oh my god. Fuck you talking about? The voice acting changed. She's talking like Subaru, bro. This is the season 1 shit. This is the thing that he confronted about. I'm trying to help you, but at the end of the day, I'm helping myself. This is selfless selfishness. Wow. Great range in voice acting. Crazy gaslight. Here's not a hot take. I think there's nothing wrong with feeling good about yourself for helping people. Yup. The whole argument here is you got off on helping them. You're a hero. You helped a damsel in distress, and now it's fraudulent. I don't agree with that. There's a spectrum. Are you doing it just to make yourself feel better, or do you genuinely care? I think there's a reality where you genuinely care and you want to help them out, and you also feel good about yourself for being a good person. I think there's nothing wrong with that. To suddenly pose an argument where you need to be absolute of having no desires to feel good about yourself, right? No, I don't agree with that. No, I don't. And even then, guess what? Crazy analogy. If Mr. Beast is going up to a homeless person and saying, hey man, here's a $500 bill, can you smile? Take one. Oh, it's not good enough. Can you smile again? Cry this time while you do it. Yeah, make it feel better. Okay, thank you for the video. Goodbye. That is an extreme example of person just doing it for the fucking just pretentiousness of feeling like a good person, right? They don't really give a fuck about the other person. But even in that scenario, what is the outcome? That homeless person got some money out of it. Even if the mentality behind the people engaged, right? It was very fraudulent and selfish, whatever. I still think that the outcome matters. This argument for sure is going to hurt Subaru though. Considering like how much it took him to confront his real self in season 1.
弱くて脆いベアトリス、頼れるものもなく、たった一人で孤独に遭う道筋を自分が手を引いてあげなくちゃ。
Crazy passage right out of his memories.
ために必死になることで生きる実感を得ようとする。
The deconstruction of these characters. It just feels so... I feel like I'm getting violated. No consent. Like, genuinely. Like, the way that she is describing this character and what they are, it just feels so foul.
必死になることで生きる実感を得ようとする深み導いてやらなきゃならない。
Holy shit, he took his hair off there, bro. His bangs are gone.
ならない。
夏木スバルが欲しいのはいつだって優越感。
You know what the crazy thing is? I bet this version of Subaru, even if he doesn't remember all that stuff, hearing these lines probably is like, holy shit, that's something exactly what I want. That's something exactly what I would do. I bet that confrontation of dialogue that has never even happened for him, yet it feels so relatable, must like pierce him through the soul.
夏木スバルが思ってたことの代弁だってば。この日連中だけ周りにはべらして
It's partially
手を
true.
差し伸べる快感に本当に今の自分を譲り渡すつもりなの？
But at the end of the day, those two Subarus are the same. It's just that there hasn't been emotional development and some sort of, you know, actual like big scenes happening to reach that state. I feel like at the end of the day, this argument is very like compelling though, right? Oh my god, I'm being deleted for this version of Subaru. And that version of Subaru is really just like a selfish asshole. But she's also like presenting it in the worst way possible. We need REM right now. We need REM right now to do an episode 18 where he's saying all of this to himself. And what does REM say? You don't even realize what a hero you are. You're viewing this in the worst way possible, and you don't understand that the POV from other people that perceive you as an actual fucking hero. And because of that, you can only be down. That was literally all season 1 episode 18 was. We need a REM
手を
moment.
差し伸べる快感に酔ってる。そんな夏木スバルに本当に今
Diabolical. Get your hand back on my neck.
どうしたいの？
Also, the soundtrack right now with the strings playing in the background, it's like a version of Roswell's soundtrack. At least it sounds like it.
さあどうする？どうなの？どうしたいの？どうとでもいいからさ、どんな風にしたって許してあげるから。
Dialogue is very sus. Especially the comparison with hunger and sexual desires.
しちゃってもいいからさ、どんな風にしたって許してあげるから。さ
Nothing, just walk
そんな
away.
大事な選択ができるの？初めに本気で自分のことを愛してあげなよ。
Holy sound design. Boom. Boom. He can't. Oh, you are licking up those tears like when fucking Cartman made chili out of his, you know, rival's parent. Yes. Let me drink your fucking tears. Yes. Look at this shit. She's actually licking the tears off of her face.
わかるからさ。
Really cool transition there. I thought that something happened with her neck. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, bro. That was a worm being fucking split apart. Roxy voice acting Rui is more of an actual demon than what she is perceived by Perugius in Mushoku Tensei. This is crazy. The range in her voice acting, the context shifting, the teasing. Actual fucking demon.
わかるからさ。
Some really cool transitions today, though. Let's go, fan service girl. What? Tower Guardian? Cool usage of CG of the monsters in the background. Looks smooth. Plot rush. Emilia versus Lai. Wow. Where's the other gluttony man? The other one that most likely took Yoshua? Where is that one right now? And I wonder if... I think gluttony versus Ryulius as Yoshua would be also very interesting.
やだ
じゃあどうしたらいいと思う？
Don't listen to her.
お兄さんはお兄さんのまま一度は奪い取った。
He needs a reality check, bro. He needs a REM right now, bro. He's giving in. Just barely holding on to something that's not even real. Because he's getting gaslit.
俺のまま
そうお兄さんはお兄さんのままよ。座ったやつがキングなのさ。
Musical chairs.
さあ認めろ。他人なんだ。さあ殺せ。殺そうよ。
Is this a new mechanic? Wait. Hold up. Why is she so insistent about this? What if that identity actually disappears? I think we're getting baited to say something that would actually cause a permanent deletion of that memory. What is this? She has to be. Crazy scene.
お兄さんがこの世で唯一の誰の代用品でもない。
They're both the same though. REM? REM from the opening?
俺がここ
Invisible steps are coming right now.
夏木すばる
Nah, it's gotta be REM.
したいみんなが好きなんだだから
Oh, the tension.
お前と俺は
誰もいないのに。
How is this happening? How is this person overriding the Hall of Memories right now? It sounds like in here, Rui is in control, yet she's not.
だから俺はお前じゃないお前と
兄さん
I know that
誰もい
footstep.
ないのに。
Show up now, Rem. Show up now. Do it.
どうしてどちらか一つだけを選ぼうとするんですか？
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what the craziest thing is?
どちらか一つだけを選ぼうとするんですか？
The man I know would tell me I love Amelia and still pick me too and many other girls. That's crazy. Wow. Ren voice acting is back. We heard her a little bit in part 1, but even this line, why are you trying to choose only one? This is not the Natsuki Subaru I know. He would save them all. He would have his cake and eat it
どちら
too.
か一つだけを選ぼうとするんですか？
Okay, so this dialogue is going to be very interesting considering like he doesn't know who she is. He has no clue. So this is going to be like an episode 18 of season 1. Yet he has no memories or understanding of REM. Heavenly soundtrack change. Oh my god.
立ちなさい立ちなさい
Oh, we're getting a stern lecture right now.
なんで
立ちなさい
誰なんだよ
I love this soundtrack. It sounds so heroic right now and great, but like, bro, who the fuck are you right now? I'm at my lowest. Why are you telling me to stand
ぶ
up?
つけられなきゃなんないんだよ
Tactical!
立ちなさい
誰なんだよ
Who?
悩んだんだよ
立ちなさい
こんなに辛いのに苦しい
立って立ちなさい
Amazing soundtrack.
胸の奥がこんなに熱いんだ
He knows even if it's
立ちな
missing.
さい夏木スバルレムの英雄
Rem's hero. I like to imagine that even if he's forgot everything, that deep inside what's burning is his love for Rem and how significant she was all throughout. And that's why it feels so real. Also, what's happening right now with Rui? Is she really on the ground right now? Maybe she disappeared in my headcanon, she's literally lying on the ground like, bruh.
レムの英雄。立ち上がれたなら言ってください。
Walk forward, hero.
全てって
Not just one, everyone, including yourself.
すべてはすべて。自分も最も身近な他人さえも。
できるのかそんなことが
You've done
でき
it
ると
before. You've done it before. I've seen it.
できるのかそんなことができると本気で思ってるのか
ますよ。
Yeah,
だって
I've seen it. You've
That's it.
saved me, cause you've
だっ
saved
てなん
me.
だ俺に
スバル君は
My hero.
レムの英雄なんです。
So good. Huh? Huh? That's a witch factor, man. That's an authority. But which one? Probably greed. Sloth is obvious. It's always been with him. Greed has been there, but it hasn't been awakened. I wanted to imagine that it was actually gluttony. Simply because we've been swallowed up and we're using gluttony by proxy or something, right? We've always also had envy by proxy, I think. I think this is most likely greed. There's like a 0.1% chance that it's gluttony or something. That doesn't make any sense though. It's just, that's like a little funny creative, you know, just like a mechanic I wanted to imagine, but looks like we've done it. But why now? Why now of all time that REM touches him and he activates greed? Because it's greedy to save everyone? I don't know. That sounds corny, right? That sounds really fucking corny, right? But like, he wants everything. He's greedy. He's trying to save them all. And you know what is also corny? Regulus Corneus. This is not theory crafting, guys. We're just doing cringe ass fucking wordplay. Great moment though. What kind of power will it be? Also remember, authorities manifest in different ways. What's interesting is the fact that Unseen Hand was the same between Betelgeuse and Subaru. But an authority is very different to every user and is a reflection, I guess, of their soul, like a stand. I don't know. If he were to get Regulus's powers, that'd be fucking crazy. He's not just gonna have this like Mugen power, but like I wonder what it will be now. But I'm sure it's gonna be critical in solving this entire arc. And Rui really just sat there, huh? Rui really was just like laying there, just watching this shit happen, huh? And she probably backed off. She probably left a long time ago, rather than just looking up and seeing Rem's fucking melons. Were they always this big? Jesus fucking Christ. And how could this have happened? Because at the end of the day, this is not Rui's domain. Up until now, I really thought she had full control of this place. But rather, this is the Hall of Memories, the cradle of Old Lagna. She is simply a feature that is filtering out souls and memories, yet she doesn't have control over it. And of course, because Rem has been consumed, she's going to be in here too. And because Subaru is here, Rem decided to act and override something that Rui thought, I guess, was impossible. I guess most of the times, no one would ever actually have such initiation to just step up like that. I don't know. I'm literally just making shit up that sounds good to me. I would imagine it's the bond between the two that made her approach here. And Rui was like, what the fuck? Great soundtrack, great dialogue. Subite. Bye.
お兄さん
She was really there. She was really there, bro. She did actually listen to the entire. Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
お兄さんどうしたの
Fuck off.
もう何も言わなくていい前の根性のひん曲がった話はうんざりだ
Good. Lock in, let's go.
と一歩で完全に夏木スバルと夏木スバルを引き
No, this is actually a mechanic, man. That's crazy. I wonder who they've done this to. This is some next level manipulation. a mechanic that exists where you completely separate. The entities are just you have lost it. You can't even take it back. If you were to acknowledge that, like, yeah, I want to be myself. New mechanic.
なんだそりゃ。
でも二度は食えないからに決まってるでしょ。別々でなきゃいけなかったんだよ。
Oh, I see. Oh, it's that simple. It's like, shit, I want to eat you again. And then she would keep doing it. Dude, she would keep looping. He would be an endless food. Just like his leg and arm. The dragon curse shit. You know how that's like infinitely and people could keep eating it? She would constantly do this. Have him keep killing his old self. And eat and eat. Oh my god.
なんでそんな真似を。
そんなの同じに別々でなきゃいけない。
She must be really tasty to her because there's a lot of other victims that she could take. So many other souls. Yet she chooses Subaru because his is the most tasty. He's so fucked and everything about him, right? There's so much like just stuff going on that Rui enjoys. That's how much she loves him. She is his endless food. This is kind of reminding him of like Daphne, you know, talking in season 2 with the tea party with like the nature of hunger and desire, right? And right now, like Subaru is that infinite food.
食べ残された夏木スバルは別々でなきゃいけなかった。
お前らのも。
ことだよ。お兄さんさ、人生が不公平だって思ったことないし、環境も選べないし、未来も選べないし。
You can choose your future though. I think that you can do this. You can't choose the spawn point. I think that is the most important thing in life, actually. The spawn point, where you were born. Not even just whose parents, which country were you born, which timeline were you born. These things are outside your control. There's no point worrying about it. All you can do is try to play the cards best that you were dealt. And you can choose your future, though.
未来も選べないし、何一つ選べない。でも、もし選べたしてる。この人生を生きてよかったって思えるバラ色の未来を。その上で眠ってしゃぶってむさぼって暴飲暴食。
It's actually sad, bro. I think it's actually sad. I think this is a very tragic character. Like, you might just hate her because she's the villain right now. But like, all of this is desperateness because of the role that she was kind of born into, and she has no other choice but to try to eat memories and names and live other people's lives that she can't even be. She has no sense of self. She's forever just like here or wherever, you know, or whatever she has to do. Like, this is honestly just as tragic as Biko. Now, it's different because Biko wasn't going around fucking other people's lives, right? She was simply trapped in that library waiting for that one person. She's doing something more than that, right? But I can totally understand like why she's crashing out like this and how she can never actually feel happiness. And she lives to feed off the miseries of others. And even then, it's never enough. It's an endless cycle of consuming and feeling hollow.
だけど、どれだけ他人の記憶を食らっても
Loki Subaru might need to save Rui by ending their existence. Subaru has saved so many lollies over and over again. I think we need to do that one more time for her.
だけど、どれだけ他人の記憶を食らっても死の記憶だけは絶対どんな感じなの？きっと辛いんでしょ？ねえ、気持ちいいって話もあるけど本当？ねえ。
Maybe that's also why she's so fascinated. To experience death over and over again. Never get her hands on the memories of death because that is outside. That's basically when the memory ends. I guess you can feel like leading up to it though.
苦しいんでしょ？大変なんでしょ？痛いんだよね。気持ちいいって話もあるけど。
俺の昨日の記憶があるなら、それも知ってるんじゃねえのか。
それって古い感覚が欲しいの。新しくてみずみずしい。誰も知らない。
She's just refreshing, bro, on her favorite manga site or anime site or my channel. For those of you that are waiting for this episode reaction, I upload so many fucking videos. It's never enough for you people, bro, and you keep just more and more content, more new content. Understandable.
何かを間違ったらすぐ死んでやり直せばいい音だって何かの失敗で台無しにする可能性はあるでしょ？
Yep.
でもお兄さんからお願い。
Die for me again.
お腹いっぱい食べさせて。
Cuckoo Kaka? Will you keep dying over and over again for us? She's never gonna get full though. That's the thing. Like, until end of time. This is a fucked up route. Is this the if gluttony route? is that even a thing like that? Like, I don't know how it would start, right? But like, I feel like pandering towards the lolly right now because we feel bad and just going over and over again. Hell no. She's never gonna feel full. This is an impossible goal to be met.
お腹いっぱい食べさせて。
苦悩も俺の死も俺の人生も何もかも俺のもんだ。このね
Well said.
飢え死にしろ食い逃げ犯
Does she even know what a dine and dashing really means? Has she been to a restaurant?
にしろ食い逃げ
I mean, she's, I'm sure, had memories of other people that might have dined and dashed.
飢え死にしろ食い逃げ犯
Oh, shit.
お前の望んだ名前は夏木すばる夏木健一と夏木奈穂子がつけてくれた名前だ
Oh, he
上
did
書き
it!
されて消えるかもしれん。
That was then and this is now?
それはそれこれはこれだ
Oh, he getting away using it again. I can't believe he using it to solve both problems today.
それはそれこれはこれだ
Yeah.
失敗したしちゃったしたんだしてしまったしちゃ任せるしかないの
The
か。
brothers.
お前の兄貴どもがこの塔にいいか
The domain shadow animation again.
これを
外への出口だよ。
Save
後悔
everything.
するよ。お
Subite.
兄ちゃんとから。
I'm feeling chills right now. Do you know why? It's the instrumental soundtrack. I'm telling you, bro, I might have actually cried at the season finale if they didn't play Stay Alive, which is going to be a crazy hot take. I've told you again, time after time, that music that moves me is not that with lyrics, but with instrumentals. Just like episode 15. That shit fucking killed me, man. This scene, this entire episode, the orchestral composition highlighting these dramatic moments is pandering towards my interest so much. God fucking
後
damn.
悔するよ。お兄ちゃんと兄様は食欲旺盛で手段を選ばない。
大丈夫
Stand here!
約束は覚えてる俺を忘れないだからきっとまた会える
Let's
その
go!
時は声を聞かせてくれ
Nice. Nice, bro. Amazing title drop too. What does stand up mean? Also colored with blue for REM. I want to hear your kind words too, not just lashing of stand, Subaru, stand. I can't believe Rui would just give us a way out. I thought that maybe she'd crash out and be, you know, just like a bratty kid and not let him leave. But I guess letting him leave would lead to like more fun content for her. So she's like, fuck it, we were at a stalemate, let's go.
じゃなく優しい声を聞かせてくれ
Slowly crash out.
なんて男だ。
Yeah!
やめろルイ
What a man. Just seeing this little girl get mad and crash out is hilarious to me.
なんて男だ。
やめろルイ
Okay.
この感情は何？愛しい愛しい
Oh,
と
the music.
さない逃がさない絶対に絶対に
Oh, is that REM?
邪魔な記憶は捨てた。
That was REM. That's why she lost. Oh my god. Okay, so interesting that there are marbles inside. So because she threw it away, I doubt that she ate it again afterwards. I'm imagining because she threw it away, Rem was able to move on her own in Odlagna. I don't know.
邪魔な記憶は捨てた。あとは全
That's actually so cool that because of Rem, Rui could not act. That's unreal. You think that maybe one of the gluttony bros can't do anything to Julius because of Yoshua like that? Do you think Yoshua loves his bro like that? Like she had to remove it. Straight up, she was so like prevented by the memories of Rem that she could not harm Subaru.
記憶は捨てた。あとは全部食べるだけ。よ、夏木すばる。人生は私たちのもんだ。
great voice acting at the end. I'm kind of confused at the end there. She split into two. What does that really mean? The whole we and us pronouns, I mean, the way that she's referring to herself sounds like it's again due to Nisama no Onisan, but honestly, I think there's more to it than that. What does splitting here really do? Other than more voices to whisper nasty things into Subaru to having a mind break. I don't know. We'll figure out later, I guess, but like, what the hell? Interesting. Yeah, this episode was actually peak. Maybe it is 9.9 out of 10. Maybe this shit actually was. I think that the way that it handled everything is just fucking peak. The soundtrack was definitely more up my alley, and I was way more moved in the conversation scenes than perhaps some of the other episodes. Like in the beginning, Subaru and Julius, so well done. The whole, you know, that was then, this is now. And I believe in you, even if I don't know you. Pandering towards his chivalrous knight appearance, and it actually worked. I can't believe he resolved that so well, and this is something only, again, that current Subaru could do. I don't think previous Subaru, even with all the different development stuff, he's kind of held back by who he is at that time. And it's not that Subaru is, you know, wrong, it's just that it's hard to approach Julius like that. So in a really weird way, him losing the memories was actually the best thing that could have happened to save his boyfriend. Some really cute scenes with Emilia and Subaru too, right? A lot of cheeky moments like Subaru picking up on Emilia's boomer lingo and calling her out on that, right? And she really enjoys that. This scene blew my mind. Like, what's going on? Like, it's actually crazy that the entirety of the episode is just the conversation between Rui and Subaru. Like, look at it when it starts. Literally, we get it in there at like 8 minutes in. And this is a 29-minute episode. This honestly is a bit like episode 18 season 1, where the entire scene, the entire episode was a conversation of 1v1. And I love how REM also made a comeback. REM came back and actually told him to stand, right? Again, the way that Rui is describing Subaru is the most extreme and negative version. And to a certain degree, you can say that she's right. He did want to feel like a hero. He did want to feel good about himself, trying to help other people who are in need. But if you really think about it, is that a really bad thing? In my opinion, no. I think there's a lot of good in him where he can feel good about himself and help others. And think about from other people's POV. Like, this is you doubting yourself and having such a negative POV about yourself. But how do other people actually perceive you? I think that matters a lot. And they see him as an actual genuine hero. REM's hero, my hero. To have this scene happen as he just could not, you know, argue back against Rui, and almost again separating himself from the other Natsuki Subaru. And at that point, it would be done. There would be no more memories of REM anymore. It would be over. It's funny also, Rui did that just so that she could eat more feasts. Because at the end of the day, that's what Rui wants. She wants to be happy. She doesn't feel like she was blessed. She's definitely cursed. She lives this shitty fucking life, consuming other people and feeling hollow over and over again. Natsuki Subaru and his powers of returning by death is the perfect way of Rui feasting on these terrors. And I actually feel bad for her. I genuinely feel bad for Rui. Like, maybe I'm crazy, but I actually feel shades of like a little bit of Beatrice. Again, not the exact same reasoning, but a girl that's seemingly just stuck in this role, constantly chasing after something that will never fulfill her. I kind of hope that Subaru can save Rui to an extent. I don't know what's going on with the other brothers, but like, goddamn, that's actually really sad. Honestly, peak episode, full of developments. I think that the music was really hitting in the moments that it mattered. The voice acting has always been elite, and just the overall art and the color of Old Lagna, the compositing here, it really is flashy, you know, it's bright, it's elegant, purple, blue hues, the rippling of the ground. I think they nailed the setting of this omnipotent place, man. Peak episode, that's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video, check out the other playlists for more content, and until next time, take care.